I'm Big Chop from ACOGchopp Podcast. This video is for educational purposes only.
Shanice Harvey wept on her front porch less than 12 hours after she learned her daughter Paris and her brother's son Karan were dead.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
It happened.
Oh, it's your boy ACOGchopp. This is Always Carrying Our Gun Podcast. Just want to touch base with y'all real quick. I mean, there's some shit I want to go over my mind. I mean, about like seeing some stuff about these two teams. Well, it was a preteen and the early teen. 14 and 12, they shot each other. Well, one, they didn't shoot each other. The girl shot the boy and then mistakenly shot herself. Okay, so it's not uncommon, but it's also not that common to where as though it happens so frequently. But it does happen, you know. Lil Wayne shot himself, you know, made millions off of it. So it's not an uncommon thing. But the part that trips me out is the mother's statement saying that, you know, was talking about how it happened, to like how she thought it would happen. I guess in her perspective, that's what happened.
Live on Instagram.
They was making a video, and she was playing with the gun, but it went off and hit him. And as it hit him, she dropped the gun, and it fell, and it went off, from my knowledge. And then when she picked it up by the barrel, and it went off. And that's all.
The fact that it's not the part that she's explaining, is how she's explaining it. How she's explaining it is like it's a normal thing. You know, she's saying it so calm and collective, as if, you know, she was studying the lines, as if she, you know, it's just she seen this action before, but never corrected it because she never thought it would happen to her kid. You know what I'm saying? And the way she's saying it is like kind of like in a nonchalant way, and it's like, bro, this is a major L for you and your family. Like, I don't know if you're like fully grasping the concept, but like this is a major L, and for you to how you're saying it in that nonchalant way is like, you should be more devastated. I can't tell a person how to react, how to feel. I'm just speaking off, in my opinion, and how I will be taking it. I will be losing my daggone mind. You know what I'm saying? That a situation like that will possibly happen to my child. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we're not talking about a registered firearm, and this is like, come on now. We're not talking about a firearm that these people be practicing with, and, you know, take care of, and they did everything right. You know, like, we talking about a firearm that nobody knows. When the people said, they don't even know who they could charge, or who they gonna charge for that incident.
Now, police are still trying to determine who owned the gun and whether anyone can be charged in connection with this terrible tragedy. Live in downtown St. Louis.
It's like, huh? Like, first of all, nobody knows where the firearm came from. Second of all, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and nobody knows that these. Truth be told, I don't even half the time go to sleep until I know that all my kids are asleep. Until I know that everything in the house is secured. And even when I know everything in the house is secured and my kids are asleep, I still get up and walk through the house just to make sure nothing is, out of place, or, nothing's going on. So it's like nobody was watching these people, and nobody was watching these kids and making sure these kids was, 2 o'clock in the morning, they should be asleep. I know for sure, 2 o'clock in the morning, my kids asleep when they with me, unless I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's like, where was your antennas? Where was the people's antennas? Find out what these kids was doing and stuff. And not only that, the firearm situation. How did kids even manage to get the firearm in the first place? How they know where it was at? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this to me seems like it was already happening. It just didn't go to that extent. They probably seen these actions before, but it didn't go to that extent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we gotta do better. I keep saying it. We gotta do better. We gotta teach these kids the right way. We gotta teach them, show them the proper steps on handling it, show them the proper steps on putting the magazines in, loading it, unloading it, breaking it down. We need to train these kids right, and especially if we see that these kids are influenced by the nonsense out here. You know what I'm saying? We already got to deal with the influence aspect. Now we got to worry about our kids possibly killing themselves watching the influence aspect. Like, social media is crazy with how I went through YouTube. And I was just scrolling. I was just seeing all these people like how people act when they get their first gun, and how people act when they got the gun ready to slide on the ops. Like, they making jokes and fun videos about how to act when you have a firearm. You know what I'm saying? So for the people that's wondering, oh, why would they do that? Or how would they do that? Well, there you go. I just showed you. They watch YouTube videos, they watch Facebook videos, they watch Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all these social media sites, and people are just sitting there loosely playing with firearms. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we will have preteens in the bathroom 2 o'clock in the morning trying to make a fucking video with firearms. You see what I'm saying? If you look at, go to, man, I can't even think of the person's Instagram right off top.
You hit it.
Black gun owners on IG on Instagram. If you look at them, they show kids with firearms. They show the parents and the trainers showing these kids the proper steps. Not making TikTok videos, hold the gun like this, dance with.
Hey, fuck me like you want me. Pull them thongs down, scream, no baloney. Hey, let me beat it till the morning. Sneak a link,
This real quick, I'm gonna make a Snapchat. No. They showing them the proper way. They showing them keep it down, face down range. Keep your finger off the trigger. Don't put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to shoot. So it's like they teaching these kids the right way. That's what we need to do. We need to teach kids the right way. I'm lost for words, for real. I'm lost for words because I wouldn't want nothing like this to happen to anybody or the person that it actually happened to. I feel sorry that it happened to them. Like that's like I said, it's a major L. A major L, especially coming from me as a firearm instructor. That's the first thing I teach in the class, and make sure I go. Matter of fact, the rules is throughout the whole course 10 times, so it beats it in your head. I make sure I beat it in your head. Face down range, finger off the trigger. Keep pointing in the safe direction. Don't point at nobody. Keep it away from kids. Keep your locks on it. Yeah, I mean, I preach these things for a reason. We preach these things for a reason, for y'all to follow these guidelines, not so these kids can go in the damn bathroom 2 o'clock in the morning thinking it's cool and make a mistake and shoot themselves. I mean, I'm ACOGchopp. It's always Carry Your Guns podcast. I'm out.
While you was chasing down signs, I was steady counting mine. Trade nigga, don't play nigga. Got a little brother that's way bigger. Small nigga named Ray nigga, got big guns, he a straight hitter. Hella nigga that's down the ride. Do 7